All right, welcome in. If you want to use the playlist, you can have that ready. Otherwise, turn off your phones and let's get started on our back. So come into Shavasana, just lie down on your back. Get nice and comfortable, close the eyes. Head, neck, and shoulders completely relax. Maybe move the jaw and the tongue around, flutter of the lips, and then just arrive in corpse pose. And we'll start a simple pranayama. You'll take 2 breaths in and a breath out. So maybe placing the hand to the belly and a hand to the heart. Imagine the first breath filling your belly, and then pause at the top, and then fill up a little more. The second inhale might be a little smaller, just another sip of air into the heart space, and then a big, slow exhale out. You can breathe out the mouth. And let's repeat that. So 2 breaths in, and a slow breath out. 2 breaths in, and a breath out. And continue this on your back. Just letting the energy flow. Taking about 5 more rounds. See if you can deepen each inhale and lengthen each exhale a little bit more. Taking 2 more rounds of that. And then just find your Ujjayi breath. See if you can breathe in and out the nose. And our intention that I'll offer today is around the word inspiration, which comes from the Latin word inspiratus, which basically means to breathe into. So breathing in that spirit, that breath into your body to inspire your practice. If you're practicing next to someone, you can hear their breath, or you can imagine other people's breath supporting you. If you want to use some music, you can start my playlist or another one. And then let's hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And start to rock and roll forward, back, side to side, just gently warming up the spine. No destination yet. Let it feel good. Eventually, rock and roll yourself up to a comfortable seat. You could sit on a prop, a block, a blanket, a pillow, just finding a kneeling or cross-legged position, sitting tall. And on your inhale, reach the arms up, interlace them, and then flip the palms to the sky. Find the length and then take it a little bit to the right or to the left, and then switch sides. Feel the length in the side body. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale back to center and keep going, maybe with your breath, or maybe you find a little quicker pace. Notice the sit bone. See if you can ground evenly through the left and the right, even as you shift the upper body. And then when you're ready, come back to center. Inhale, lift out of the shoulders, reach, and then draw your shoulder blades back into their sockets. Take that a couple more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull the shoulders onto the back. Twice more. Feeling the scapula pull back. Retraction and retraction. Release the hands and take the legs wide for a wide-legged fold. Press the heels into the earth and flex the feet, pressing the balls of the feet away from you. Hands behind the back to lengthen the spine. And then just walk your hands forward. Let the head release. Crawl your fingers forward. Shake the head a little yes, a little no. Crawl your hands to the left. Take a big breath here. Crawl your hands through center and then over to the right. We'll come back here later in the practice where you're feeling, once you're feeling a little warmer. So take it easy, don't force it. Just take a big breath here. And then come back to center, walk your hands in. Bend the left knee like tree pose, so sole of the foot into the right thigh. Inhale here, left hand behind the left hip and lift onto your shin. Reach up, right arm over the ear, rock star pose. Exhale, slowly come down and switch legs. So one leg is straight, the other leg is bent. Right hand down, inhale, lift, sweep the left arm over the ear, coming onto your right shin, hips forward, heart lifts, and exhale, slowly descend the hips back down. Make your way to tabletop, hands and knees on your mat. Spread the fingers wide, tops of the feet touching the mat. And here we'll do the same movement with the scapula. So you can watch closely where your shoulder blades will dip, your arms stay straight. It's just a push up from your back. Your arms aren't doing anything. And then lift and puff up your chest, fill the back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. So using just that action of plugging and unplugging your shoulder blades. A couple more times. See if you can keep the elbows straight. And then find a neutral tabletop. We'll take forearm push-ups. So see if you can draw the forearms and the elbows down in line with the wrists so they're parallel with each other. And then inhale, peel them back up. Couple more times. Lower and lift the forearms for forearm push-ups. Inhale to rise. If you want to just do one at a time, that's a little easier modification. Or if your elbows splay out, that's the focus. Really draw your elbows in. Twice more. Meeting in tabletop. Reach the right arm high, roll the wrists around, shake out that arm, and then thread the needle right under left. Shoulder, right ear to the mat. Left hand can reach forward. It can connect with the right, or you could wrap it behind your back. If you want to play with balance, lift your left knee off the earth and stretch your left toes back. Even more balance challenge, lift and hover the left foot. Try not to roll over to your right, so counterbalance with your hand. And then left knee down, left hand down, unravel, reach the right arm all the way up and roll that wrist out again. You can always modify by practicing on your forearms or your fists if your wrists need a little more support. Tabletop, let's take the left side. Inhale, sweep the left arm high, roll the left wrist around. And then as you're ready, thread the left arm under, left shoulder, left ear to the earth. Any modification with your right hand. And if you'd like to take the balance option on this side too, right leg extends behind you. Maybe it hovers. When you're ready, right knee comes down, right hand plants, unravel, roll back up, and stretch the left fingers out, the left wrist out. Tabletop. Shift your hips back, puppy pose. So not child's pose, but puppy pose, chin or forehead to the mat. The hips stay high. Reach the fingers forward, spread the fingers wide. Slowly lower the forearms and lift your head. See if you can keep the forearms connected as you snake through into Sphinx pose, shimmying your chest forward, extending the legs behind you. Forearms and elbows stay down. Pull the heart forward, broadening across the collarbones. Feel the toenails on the mat for Sphinx pose. Inhale, lift, and exhale, release. Forehead down, arms can release. Shake the hips a little side to side, loosening up the lower back. And then bring the hands by the chest. Inhale for cobra. Lift the chest forward and up. Exhale, release. Forehead down, shake the hips, let it go. Take the hands wide, tent the fingertips, elbows up. Inhale for cobra variation, finding maybe a little more space, a little more length. Exhale, release, and cactus the arms down on the earth. Turn your head to the left, so right ear to the ground. Bend the left knee, heel towards glute. Roll to the right side of the body. The left leg will lift up, can opener pose. So the left toes reach behind you. When you're ready, roll yourself back to your belly. And let's take the other side. So turn the ear, left ear down, right knee bends. Roll to the left side of the body, stretch your right toes behind you. Reaching back. Maybe the right toes connect to the earth. As you're ready, slowly roll back to your belly. Shake out the hips, maybe bend the knees and windshield wiper the legs a little side to side. And then press yourself back through tabletop, hands and knees. Walk your hands back so you're standing on your shins. Shoulders rise up over the hips. Kneeling. Reach the hips back, reach the arms forward like you're sitting in a chair pose. Inhale, hips rise, hands by the body. Stand a little taller. Exhale, hips back, arms forward. Inhale, hips rise. Keep going with the breath. Inhale as you extend the arms forward and exhale, sit up tall. 2 more. Next time you come to standing, stay there, plant the palms, tabletop, tuck the toes, lift and hover the knees, hovering tabletop, building some heat, working the core. Keep the shins off the earth, reach the crown of head forward, and always come to forearms or fists. One more slow breath in. And then take the knees down, extend the right toes back, either on the earth or hovering. Draw the right knee towards the right elbow and then kick the right foot away from you. Lower the right foot down for gate opener pose. Inhale here. Slowly roll yourself up. You can turn on your mat if you need a little more space. Shoulders over hips. Reach the right hand down and the left hand up. Big side body stretch again. Release the head, neck, shoulders. The inner side of that right foot is planted, maybe the outer side too, if that works for your foot. Start to circle your left arm, taking some big strokes. And then reverse the direction. As you're ready, come through center, plant the left hand to the earth or a block, and reach the right arm over the ear. Start to circle the right arm. Reverse. Slow the arm down and find your tabletop, hands and knees back to the earth. Neutralize the spine, tuck the toes, lift and hover the knees. Find your smooth and steady breath, your strength, your stability. As you're ready, knees down, left toes back on the earth or hovering. Draw the left knee towards the left elbow. Kick the left foot away from you and then plant it down. Rising up for gate opener. So shoulders come up. Stretch the left hand on the left leg and reach the right arm over the ear. You can stay still, or if you want to circle the arm again. Take that in the other direction. And then when you're ready, sweep yourself through center and all the way over to the right, left arm over the ear. Maybe the left arm circles. Reverse. And find your tabletop. Hands and knees to the mat. Tuck the toes, lift and hover. Last time in our hovering tabletop. Claw the mat with the finger pads, like you're palming a basketball to support the wrists. Find your breath. And then as you're ready, start to straighten the legs and walk your hands back to the back of the mat, forward fold. Let the head be heavy. See if you can find a little lift of the heels here, pouring all the weight into the toes, and then lower the heels back down, head heavy. Try that 2 more times. Inhale, lift the heels. Hands could be on blocks. Exhale, lower down. Spread the toes out last time. Inhale, heels rise just a little bit. Exhale, release. Bend the knees, soften yourself as you roll up to Tadasana pose. Roll the shoulders up and back, mountain. Again, lift the heels very slowly with control. Rise up, little calf lift. Exhale, slowly bring it back down. Let's do 2 more slow. Inhale, lift. With control, exhale, slowly descend the heels. Last one, spread the toes out wide. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, slowly. Now we're going to go a little faster. So inhale, lift. On your exhale, take a big, dramatic sigh as your heels drop. Feel the weight coming into the heels. Imagine anything you don't need coming off of you. Really great for bone density. Kind of feel that shake at the bottom. Take a couple more dramatic sighs as the heels drop to the earth. Letting the earth take anything you don't need away from you. One more. Now we're going to bend the knees. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, whole body dramatically drops. Arms and chest release. Find some energy, waking yourself up. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Maybe an audible sigh, that psychological sigh. 2 more. We'll end in mountain pose. Mountain pose, standing tall, finding the stillness, roll the shoulders back, palms forward, spread the toes again. Inhale, reach the arms up, flip the palms like we did in the warm-up, reach them to the sky. Take a little bend to the left, little bend to the right, a couple of times, just tick-tocking the body. Feeling the feet supporting you. And then release the hands behind the back, interlace the hands there to make one big fist. Punch the fist down, open the chest with the knees slightly bent, fold forward, keeping that in the arms. Forward fold with hands interlaced. Take a breath here. Release the arms. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins or thighs. Lengthen the crown of head forward. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more, half lift, flat back. Release. 1 more. And fold. Walk your hands to the top of the mat. Let's take our first flow, our first vinyasa. So lower the knees, chest and chin, elbows close to the rib cage. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, find the first down dog of this practice. Tuck the toes, hips high, downward facing dog. Take your time, move it around, pedal the feet, shake the head, explore. And then start to find stillness and walk your feet to the edge of the mat, a wide-legged down dog. Feel the space in the back. Walk the hands a little closer to each other. We're going to take twisted down dog. Left hand stays planted. Right hand reaches for the left thigh, calf, or ankle. Look under the left armpit. Keep reaching the heels back. And then right hand comes back down, wide-legged down dog. As you're ready, the left hand lifts and reaches for the right leg. Relax the head, gaze under your right shoulder. And then left hand comes down. Keep the feet wide. Shift the weight forward, shoulders over wrists, wide-legged plank. Keep the hands connected to the earth. Roll the heels to the right, toes to the left. Keep the hips lifted. Inhale, back to center, heels lift. Exhale, heels to the left, but keep the hands plugged into the mat. Inhale, center. One more to each side. Heels roll to the right. Hands stay planted. Inhale, center. Heels to the left. Inhale, back to center. Reach back, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg high, bend the knee, open it up. Scorpion dog, shake out the ankle, roll the knee, the hip. Then as you're ready, re-extend the right leg. Inhale, step all the way forward, low lunge, or use your hand to help your foot further forward for a wide stance. Left knee down. Inhale, arms rise. Just like the warm-up, interlace the fingers, flip the palms, and take a little lean to the right, little lean to the left. Can't go quite as far here, so you don't want to lose your balance. Find the space in the side body. As you're ready, make your way back to center and release the grip. Bring the shoulders down the back, spread the fingers wide. Exhale, hands frame the face. Step back. Option to take a flow, maybe knees, chest, chin, or maybe your chaturanga, lowering to 90 degrees. Cobra or up dog. Can always move through a puppy, a child's pose, tabletop to downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale, left leg high, bend the knee, open up the hip. Shake out that left leg. Keep plugging the left and right hand evenly. Re-extend the left heel high. Inhale, step forward, low lunge. Left foot to the top of the mat. Right knee gently down. Inhale, arms up. Sink into your lunge. Flip the palms. Maybe play with a different interlace. Inhale, lift. When you have your balance, lean a little to the left and a little to the right. Growing the side body. Inhale, back to center, release the hands. Send the pinkies towards each other to wrap the shoulders. Exhale, hands frame the left foot, either down dog or your vinyasa. From downward facing dog, reach the right leg high and step into high lunge this time. So keep the left knee lifted. Inhale, arms by the ears. Maybe a wide stance. Bend the elbows and cactus the arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, power lunge. So lean the chest forward and sweep the arms back. Maybe you interlace the hands here and punch the fist back. Then release the hands to the hips. Walk your back foot in pyramid. Two straight legs folding. Hands could be on a block, or hands could stay on the right shin or on the hips, drawing the left hip forward and the right hip back. Relax the head and the neck. Bring the hamstring stretch. Two more breaths. As you're ready, step the left foot forward, forward fold. Take a halfway lift to reset the spine. And then plant the hands. Step or gently hop with bent elbows back through your vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. And then inhale the left leg lift. High lunge, step to the top of the mat. Take a wide stance. Inhale, arms up, shoulders and hips in line. Tuck the tailbone, draw the belly towards the spine. Bend the elbows, cactus the arms, open the chest. Inhale, lift back up. Lean the chest forward, sweep the arms back. Airplane arms, power lunge. Keep the hands here, or maybe play with the interlace, the less habitual way to find that grip. Then everybody hands to the hips, pyramid pose. Bring both heels to the earth, straighten both legs. You can always have a little bend to the left knee if you feel like you're hyperextending. Hands can guide the hips, left hip back, right hip forward, and then release the arms down. Let the head be heavy. Take a couple more breaths. As you're ready, step forward, forward fold. Lengthen the spine, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step or hop through your vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Take your time getting to down dog. And when you reach down dog, take a full cycle of breath. And then inhale, reach the right leg high. Let's step to warrior two. Right foot forward, spin the left heel down. Right arm forward, left arm back. Wide stance. Check that your shoulders and your arms are where you think they are in space. And then we're going to go to side angle, right forearm to thigh, left arm over the ear. You can choose to stay and hold one of those poses, or we're going to alternate between warrior two and side angle. Maybe you hover your arms or in front of your belly or alongside you as you flow. One more time. Next time you start to cartwheel your hands down, plant the palms, step back, vinyasa. Let's shift forward to plank and then roll the heels to the right. Right hand stays down. Maybe you start to lift your left hand high. Could always come to the forearm. Maybe you stack the left foot on top of the right. So you can lift the hips a little higher and then lower and lift. Lower and lift. Spread the left fingers. Lower and lift the hips. Twice more. And then watch the left hand come back to the earth. Hips high, down dog. Let's take the second side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, warrior two. Set up your foundation. And then left forearm to thigh, reach right arm over the ear. Stay in side angle or alternate between warrior two and maybe an unsupported side angle. Couple more rounds. Next time you find yourself cartwheeling down, Walk the hands to the top of the mat, step the left foot back, and travel through a vinyasa, or just meet us in down dog. Down dog. When you're ready, the vinyasa is always optional. Shift forward to plank, shoulders over wrists, heels to the left. Start to reach the right arm to the sky. Stack the hips, stack the shoulders, maybe stack the feet, lift the hips higher, and then lower and lift the hips. Keep breathing. For 2, for 1, right hand comes down, plank pose, knees come to the earth. Maybe the knees are wide, toes together for child's or embryo, knees and shins together. In child's pose, the arms are forward. In embryo, the arms are alongside the shins. Wherever you are, let the forehead connect to the mat, to the earth. And take several rounds of breath here. Taking a pause to reconnect with your breath, with your body, with your intention for the practice. Smooth out the inhales and the exhales. Feel the lungs on the back body in this posture, filling the back with your breath. You have about 4 more cycles of breath. You can stay in child or embryo or switch to a different variation. You can always bend the elbows and press the palms. If you want to find a little sway of the hips or roll the forehead left and right. We're going to use the next couple of breaths to make your way to a tabletop. Of course, you can always stay in child's pose even longer or return here anytime you wish during our last couple standing sequences. If you've made it to tabletop, go ahead through some organic movement, cat-cow or side cat-cow or some combination of those postures, undulating the spine, moving the hips. Maybe closing the eyes and moving intuitively. Couple more breaths of freedom. And then find a neutral tabletop. Bring the right knee behind the left. We're coming into knee pile, so take the shins and the ankles wider if you can, and start to walk your hands back to sitting in knee pile. You can put a blanket underneath you if that helps. Inhale, reach the arms in front of you and cross the left arm over the right. Give yourself a big hug. Or you can choose to eagle wrap the arms here for a little bit more. Maybe let your forehead release into the arms, the hands. Sit up a little taller. One more slow breath in and out. Listen carefully as we transition to the other side. Release the arms, shake them out a little, and start to walk your hands forward to come back onto your shins and knees. Tuck your toes. Straighten your legs as much as you can, almost like you're coming into a cross-legged down dog, and then walk the hands, spin the toes, walk the hands to the right, all the way to the back of the mat. Pause for a moment in your wide-legged fold, shake the head out a little, and then lift the heels again and keep spinning, walking the hands to the right, keep spinning, keep spinning. Somehow you'll end up with the right knee in front of the left. If you got lost, just find tabletop and cross the left knee behind the right. Take the shins wide. So you should be on your second side now. Walk the hands back. This time right over left. Hug the shoulders or eagle wrap the arms. Sit up tall. Let the eyes close. Take one more breath here. Unravel the arms, shake them out, walk the hands forward, finding tabletop, shake out the feet, tap out the feet, shake out the arms, and downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot where the right hand is. Warrior one, left heel spins down. Find your strong, solid warrior one stance. Sink into the lunge. Lift out of the fingers. And then interlace your hands behind your back. Punch the fist down to lengthen the spine. With that length, fold into your humble warrior. Your chest can lean on your thigh or come inside of the thigh. Keep pressing to the outer left foot. Let the head be completely relaxed. And let's take a lion's breath here. Scrunch your face. Inhale. Exhale, stick out the tongue. One or two more times. See if you can use the strength of your legs, your chest, rise up. Open up, warrior two. Reach the left hand back, maybe widen your stance. Straighten your right leg, reverse triangle. Left hand down, left leg. Feel the length in the right side body. Inhale into star, arms up, heels in and toes out. Find the space, find the length. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, goddess. Get low, inhale, lift, two more. Bend knees, bend elbows. Inhale, lift, get a little lower on the last one, lower down. Inhale, lift, hands to hips, turn the toes forward. Parallel the feet and take a wide-legged forward fold. Arms could interlace like ragdoll, interlace behind the back, behind the neck. Could reach forward like down dog or reach through your legs. Just let your head and your neck be heavy and pour a little more weight into the toes. Six more breaths here. Get light in the heels, bringing your hips over your ankles. One more breath. And then wherever your arms are, release them down in front of your chest. Lengthen the spine halfway. And with that space, walk your hands to the top of the mat. Walk your feet back. Down dog, or if you want to travel through a vinyasa, exhale to lower. Inhale to find your heart opener, back bend. Exhale, we meet in down dog. All right, we have the second side, left leg lifts. Warrior one. Big wide step to the top of the mat. Inhale, the arms rise. Exhale, sink into your lunge. Press to the outer right foot. Keep trying to square your hips and your shoulders forward here. And then bring the hands behind the back. Interlace the less habitual way, the weird way. Punch down, length of the spine. Keep that length and fold, humble warrior. If a lion's breath felt good or helped you release some energy on the other side, do it again. Scrunch up the face. Exhale, stick out the tongue. Release some energy. Do it again. Then plug through your feet. Rise up. Lift up. Open up. Warrior two. Expand the arms open. And then straighten the left leg. Feel the release. Up and back. Reverse triangle. Inhale into star. Arms up, heels in, toes out. One time into goddess. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, and bring the forearms into the thighs. Press into the thighs and press the forearms back. Then you can straighten your arms, straighten your legs, and go right back into another wide-legged fold, or you could keep bending the knees, gently lower them down. Big hip opener frog pose is an option. So the knees are in line with the ankles and the shins are parallel with each other. You can slowly descend as far as you want, using your elbows, forearms, or a pillow or block. Frog pose or a wide-legged fold. Come to your breath. Let it inspire you. Use your next couple of breaths to walk out of that pose. Just bring your hands down if you're in frog pose gently. Come back out. Halfway lifting the spine. And then walking the hands to the top of the mat for another optional vinyasa. We're coming to our last standing sequence before our warm down. You can always just skip it and stay in a child's pose or a forward fold of some kind. If you're coming with us down dog, look to your hands. Walk, or if you're ready, bend your knees and hop on the exhale. Land soft. Top of the mat, forward fold. Half lift to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees. Toes touch or feet wide for chair pose. You can have your feet hips width distance apart if that feels better. Sweep the arms back, airplane. Inhale, rise up, marching. Left knee lifts, one-legged mountain. Exhale, sweep the arms back, chair with airplane arms. Left foot stays down. Inhale, march the right leg up. Exhale, chair, airplane arms. This time, march and keep the left knee lifted, one-legged mountain. Transition into your warrior three. So hips stay as they are as you kick your left foot back, straighten your right leg, reach your arms forward. Arms could stay alongside the ears. Intense variation, or bring the hands to heart center. Maybe the hands sweep back like airplane arms. Picture your high lunge. Bend the right knee in as slowly as you can. Step back. Land in high lunge. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, pyramid. Hands to hips. Walk, step the back foot in and fold forward again. Maybe this time you interlace your hands behind your back for a little bit more. Maybe you want to go into a standing splits. Hands come to blocks to the floor and lift your left leg high. If you want to play with a little more, see if you can float your hands and balance. Maybe you interlace your hands behind your back and let your head keep reaching for the earth as your fist reaches for the sky. All optional different layers to try out. Wherever you are, make sure you have 2 feet back on the earth. And then step it back, travel through a vinyasa to wash it out before the second side. Inhale, left, look at the hands, bend the knees, hop to your thumbs. Lengthen the spine and fold again, chair pose. Sweep the arms back, airplane arms. Press into the left heel, reach the right leg. Standing, balancing, one-legged mountain, and then transitioning, chest leans forward, heel kicks back, warrior 3. Squaring the right foot, toes towards the earth, so the hips can square. Once you have your balance and the hand posture that supports you, bend the left knee and float the right foot back for crescent lunge, high lunge. Inhale, the arms sweep high. Exhale, hands come to the hips, walk the back foot in for pyramid. Maybe you find a little more length and space here at this point in the practice to interlace the hands behind the back. You could play with just transitioning from here, floating the right foot or hands down to support you in standing splits or standing L pose. And then slowly the right foot comes down if it's lifted. Slowly the hands come down. Final down dog or final vinyasa of this practice. Move intentionally through it or find that stillness. And take a big breath in your down dog. Exhale, let it go. One more chance to hop forward or walk forward. Look at your hands. Softly hop to your feet. Come to your seat. And extend your legs out long in front of you. Bring the hands behind the back first for staff pose. Flex the toes. Press the ball of the foot away from you. And then with the knees bent or not, start to fold forward, but keep a long spine. You might not go very far. You can have the knees as bent as you want. Relax the head. Take a couple of breaths here. On the inhale, you lengthen the spine. And on the exhale, you fold a little deeper. Twice more like that. When you're ready, slowly roll your shoulders back over the hips. Bend your right knee. And this could be enough for you right here, or you can cross the right foot over the left thigh and start to twist to your right, hugging your right knee or hooking the elbow outside. Right hand behind the spine to help you twist. So right knee is bent and you're twisting over the right shoulder. Really wringing out the spine. Inhale to find the length, exhale to twist. Keep the left foot engaged, flex the toes a little bit. Keep the right knee bent and then turn over your left shoulder, just a little counter twist. Looking over the left. Right hand behind the back, bend the left knee, plant the sole of the left foot, figure 4, seated figure 4. You can rock the legs a little side to side. If you feel more sensation somewhere, find that spot and hold it or keep rocking gently. And when you're ready, release the right leg and the left leg, shake them out. Maybe make fists with your hands and just give yourself a little massage up and down the hips and the inner and outer thighs and legs, stimulating the muscles that you've been working all of this practice. And then let's get ready for the second side. The left knee bends. Keep it here or cross it over the right and start to turn to your left. Maybe the right elbow hooks outside, left hand behind the spine to support your twist. Keep the right foot engaged and active, even as the heel is heavy on the earth. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. As you're ready, start to turn to the right, hands to the earth to counter twist. Both hands behind the back. Bend the right knee and plant the sole of the foot down. And the closer your hips and your heel are, the right heel, that is, the more intense of this stretch this figure four is. You can press the left heel away from you for more sensation, and you can rock gently a little left or a little right. We're going to take this shape to our back in a moment. But as you're ready, just roll on down, keep the shape. Interlace your hands again, press the left knee away from you. Head, neck, and shoulders are heavy and supported by the mat. Release the legs and just bicycle them in the air, kick them out a little bit. One last figure four, right ankle over the left. So just notice how it feels different in the reclined posture. Press the right knee away from you. Interlace the hands behind the thigh or over the shin. And then when you're ready, release the arms, shake out the legs. Bring your hands to your knees and circle. Give yourself a hug as you circle the knees around, massaging the sacrum, the lower back. Open up into happy baby, hands to the outer ankles or soles of the feet, feet to the ceiling. Draw the knees outside the rib cage. Maybe flutter the lips or rock a little side to side. You can stretch one leg, then the other. And this will be our last pose of movement, unless your body's really craving or asking for something else before you shift into your Shavasana. So whenever you feel ready to get the props you need and gather yourself for a final resting pose, extend the legs, extend the arms. Close the eyes and just exhale to arrive. We've made it. There's nothing to do but be for the next few minutes, and I'll guide you out when it's time. Slowly deepen the breath. Coming a little more into your awareness and making the choice to stay in Shavasana longer. Or finding some small movement to reawaken the body. Maybe wiggling fingers and toes, and then eventually pulling one knee and the other into the chest to give yourself a hug. Keeping the quality of breath and noticing the quality of your nervous system as you move and reawaken the body. Eventually rolling to the side and just maybe pausing in the fetal position. Andrew Weil, the integrative medicine doctor, says, breathing is the bridge between mind and body, the connection between consciousness and unconsciousness. Breath is the movement of spirit in the body. So let's sit up together when you're ready to take one last breath communally. Find a comfortable seat, sit up tall, exhale the air out. Inhale, breathe it in, and let it go. Nice practice. Thank you for joining me. Drink some water after all the twisting.